Good morning and welcome to the orientation program for Form 1D. Please accept my apologies for the late start. We had some technical difficulties. I want to say welcome to all the teachers, parents, and our specially invited guests, the students. Can you please stand and stop whatever you're doing at this time for the playing of the national anthem? Thank you.
From the love of liberty in the eyes of hope and pride, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands on the blue Caribbean Sea. This our native land, we pledge our lives to thee. Ere every queen find equal place, and may God bless our nation. Ere every queen find equal place, and may God bless our nation.
The school's prayer.
Praise be to you, Almighty God, creator of the universe and all that is in it. We thank you, O Father, for the opportunity that you have given us to increase our knowledge. May your divine grace enable us to study hard and to use what we have learned for the good of our fellow citizens. We pray that you will free us from selfishness, lust, greed, anger, and hatred. Warm our hearts with love, fill our minds with understanding, and strengthen our wills in the face of all difficulties. Help us, O Father, to make our beloved country of Trinidad and Tobago the kind of place you want it to be. A place where human dignity is respected, where equal rights are accorded to all citizens, where hard work is encouraged and rewarded, and where you, O God, reign supreme. Amen.
Now we will have the school song, which was created by one of our very own teachers, Miss Marilyn Hunt. I hope you enjoyed that song. We will now proceed according to the agenda. We will now have the principal's address.
Good morning to my students. Good morning to your parents. Good morning to my teachers. Good morning to my orientation team. Welcome, welcome to the SLS Form 1 orientation program. There have been many changes during this pandemic, and one of them for us as a school, which is a big milestone, we are using the social media platforms to interact with our students. So parents, I'm asking for your understanding, your patience with us this morning. This is the school's first use of YouTube to do a live stream to interact and interface with you. So thank you to the team. It has been long and trying to get us where we are today, and this is indeed a day to celebrate our first YouTube live stream. My name is Stacey Lazama, and just to get to know me a little bit, because we are not going to be meeting face-to-face for a while. I have been teaching at Success Laventille Secondary School since 1997. I became an appointed head of department in 2007 of the Business Studies department, and I entered into administration in 2010. So I am an appointed vice principal, and I've been acting principal for a year. I took over from the appointed principal at the time, Ms. Hamida Bash. I am a sister, a daughter, an aunt. My passions involve the love of nature. I love to travel. I love trying new foods. My favorite channel to watch on cable is the Food Network. I taught POB, Principles of Business, for all the years that I was a teacher, and I have a master's in teaching reading. If you wish to contact us at the school, our contact number is 623-0534, and our email is slcs08@yahoo.com. We are also on Facebook, which is again another milestone for us. You can find us at Success Laventille Secondary School, The Light on the Hill. I am a proud citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, and that is one of my visions as a principal, having taken over the school, that we are producing good citizens to go out there and represent our country. The pandemic has made the world even smaller for us. So it's not just about you are from Laventille or whatever community, it's about being proud to be a citizen, it is being proud to be a global citizen. So yes, we are trying to develop good, strong core values in our students at Success Laventille Secondary School. I am also formerly a resident of Laventille, and many of our students come from Port of Spain and environs, and the school is located in Laventille. So we work in Laventille, we play in Laventille. So we want you to be proud of the community of Laventille. We want you to feel that you are worthy just like any other citizen living in any other part of the country, that you can rise above the stigma and the negativity associated with Laventille. There are many creative, bright, loving persons that have come out of Laventille and contributed to the development of this country. So we need to be proud and to push that positive message that all is possible coming out of Laventille. Proud to be Success. I have been working here since 1997. And I've always stated to myself when I first started to work here that the day I did not feel comfortable or the day that I felt I had no more to contribute, that is the day that I would have applied for a transfer. And I'm still here working along with my team, many of them coming from various parts of the country. But we are proud to be associated with Success because Success has become like family to us over the years. So we would like you two students to be proud that you have passed for Success. This is a school rich with history and tradition, just like any other government secondary school or denominational school. So parents, you are entrusting us to empower your children, to empower them to be good citizens, to be respectful, to show discipline, to have integrity, to be bigger and better than who they are now, which involves a lot of hard work and growth that needs to be done over the next 5 years. We would like our students to be superheroes. We need them to be persons who are willing to help others. It's not just about personal self-development and personal self-aggrandizement. It is about giving back to your community, helping those less fortunate than yourself. It's So that is the kind of individual that we would like to mold starting from Form 1 to be part of something bigger than yourselves. We want you to be superstars. We want you to be heroes at success. And that is why we call ourselves the light on the hill, because we believe within each student, there's the potential to shine as a star. So we had you waiting for quite a while, and the research says and proves that extended screen time is not healthy. So I'm going to ask you to remember this game. It's a primary school game, and you all are fresh transitioning from primary school to secondary school. Simon Says. This is a game that I enjoyed playing with my schoolmates as well. So Simon Says, stomp your feet. So I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of movement because you need to take a break from the screen during your online classes. So Simon Says, stomp your feet. Simon Says, touch your nose. Simon Says, turn around. Simon Says, shake your head. So you just need to do these little exercises to keep you motivated when you're in front of the screen. Simon also says strike a pose, because our students now, they are into teenage years now and they want to do things that are more fun, not primary school things. So Simon says strike a pose. So you can strike a pose like Dwayne Bravo, you could strike a pose like Usain Bolt. All of these things are simple activities to keep you energized while you're doing your on-screen time learning. And of course, Simon says, stop. So parents, this is something that I'm throwing out to you. There are many activities that you can engage your children, PG, games and activities. Because of COVID, as teenagers, their movement is seriously restricted. They can't go partying, or they should not be going partying. They can't go to the beach. They can't go to the mall in Lime. They can't go to Movie Town. So how are you keeping them engaged and productive at the same time? There may be chores at home that you can create or find for them to do. There are other fun things that you can engage as a family. So there's online yoga. You can get them to do dance routines. They can make videos. They can learn to juggle. There are many things that you can engage them with at a family level that will keep them energized, motivated, and help to cope with some of the stress and not being so close to their friends and interacting with their friends. I am very old school. I grew up at a time when parents and grandparents said that little children should be seen and not heard. We've come a long way from there, but there are some basic tenets of respect that were embedded in some of these old sayings. I believe that all of us, as we interact with each other, we need to be respectful. We need to be respectful of each other. We need to be respectful of things. We need to be able to say thank you, please, good morning, excuse me. These little courtesies and niceties go a long way to defining who we are as Trinbagonians and as citizens. So students, you have passed for success. This may not have been your first choice. It may not have been your fourth choice, but you are assigned to the school now. Whatever goals or plans or visions you had for your future, they can still come true. We have many students who have passed through our school over the 5-year period and have gone on to do A-levels at prestige schools. They've gone on to do university degrees. They have doctorates. You can find them in all endeavors of life. We have at least three of our students are working in the national media, either TV6 or CNN, CNC3. We can quote and identify many graduates, persons who have benefited from the schooling at Success Laventille Secondary. So whatever you want in life, especially as it relates to your academics, you have to work for it. There's no easy road to success. It's that simple. You have to make sacrifices. The teachers are all here to support you. They will open the door so that you can find out what your strengths are, what your talents are if you don't already know. If you know, we'll be there to guide you and hold your hand and make sure that you do the best that you can be. But you have to want it. You have to walk through that door. You have to embrace it. So the teachers are not here to fight with you. We are here to make you the best example of yourself. So take away the word can't from your vocabulary. There is no can't. Your limitations are only limited by your imagination. Whatever it is you want, you can plot and plan a way to accomplish it, to be successful. You may not get it right away. It may take longer than you would have expected, but that is part of life's course. God has a plan for all of us. So can't should not be in your vocabulary. I want to warn you though that there are some people along the way who will try to prevent you from reaching your full potential. These persons are called the haters. And unfortunately, these haters can take many disguises. They may masquerade as friends, they may masquerade themselves as family members, they may masquerade themselves as persons in your inner circle. Or sometimes they're just the persons on the balcony or the peanut gallery throwing negativity your way. Haters mean having anger towards everyone reaching for success. You can identify them easily. Those are the persons whispering in your ears and leading you astray to choose the wrong path, to do the wrong thing. Those are the persons who rile you up and get you upset and put obstacles in your way where you feel that you can't. Those are the ones who are murmuring, you can't, you don't deserve it, you're not worthy. Who you think you are? Why you want to do this? Be satisfied with where you are. Those are the haters. You can recognize them and identify them. Put them to the side. Let them know you are not interested. You have your plan for your life and for your development. Now, we are online for now, but the Minister of Education has been saying that we will be returning to school, and who knows what the new year brings. So parents and students, you need to start putting your mind in that right frame. I'm hoping, parents, that you have been encouraging your children to follow the Ministry of Health guidelines, because when they return to school, they will need to wear their masks. So you will need to buy more than one mask, right? You will need to ensure that they wash their hands, that they have a hand sanitizer in their book bag. And children, students, you will not be able to share your school supplies as you would have done in primary school, right? This virus spreads through contact from person to person, from touching of surfaces. So you will have to protect and guard your school supplies and not be sharing it with any and everyone. When you come in the compound, we of course will be focusing on safety first. You must wear your mask at all times. You will be screened at the gate, and we may be forced to screen during the course of the day as well to ensure that no one has developed flu-like symptoms. And of course, you must use your hand sanitizer. The other part of being back in school is the 6 feet. Social distancing, physical distancing. This is key. Students, you would have come to the end of your schooling prematurely in March, and you would have been accustomed being very close up to your friends, interacting. We are as Trinis, we like to be in one another's space and gesticulating, and we're in each other's personal space. When you return to school at success, you will have to maintain that physical and social distancing, because we are not yet where we are with a vaccine to protect us. And you may have persons at home who are elderly or who have comorbidities. And while some people may recover with no side effects from this virus, we're hearing worldwide that many people have long-lasting negative effects of this virus. So we have to be each other's protection and each other's guard. So what will online learning look like for the Form 1s? You all will be using multiple devices. Some of you all will be using your phones. Some of us will have tablets, laptops, desktops. The Form 1s will be using Microsoft Teams. We're going to be using Microsoft as our online learning platform for the Form 1s. So parents, what does that mean for you now? You need to start getting yourself organized and ready for Monday, which is what is going to be taking place. Some of you, many of you will be using your smartphones, and we've engaged students from Form 2 to Form 5 where they are having many problems using their smartphones. And the reason for this is, unfortunately, many of you, your phones were not your main use for learning. It was for social interaction. So you may have years of videos, years of photos, years of TikTok videos, all sorts of things that are not necessary or pertinent to the learning that is going to be taking place with your child. You need to start deleting those, unfortunately. Yes, you will have to start deleting all those messages and forwards and all those GIFs, animated cartoons that people have been sending you in order to make space to download Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams takes up 455.7 megabytes in order for you just to download the app alone. And then, of course, you will need more storage space in order for them to maneuver and do other things as well. Some good-hearted persons are selling tablets with 2 gigabytes. We are recommending that any device that you are purchasing should have a minimum of 8 gigabytes RAM storage. 2 gigabytes will quickly be consumed by all the apps that need to be downloaded, and you will either have to pay additional money to upgrade your devices or purchase new devices. Luckily for your phones and so forth, it's simple to upgrade your phone depending on the type of phone. If you're using a cloned phone, then definitely you will be having problems and your child will not be able to be online with us. So, school rules, we're all about discipline and success. Our core values are respect, discipline, integrity, courage, and peace. So whether you're online or you're physically here with us, you will have to follow school rules. Rules apply to everyone, whether in your home, I'm sure parents, you have rules that you consider not to be broken for your children to follow. We as a school, we have rules. When we were founded in 1983, the first principal and first vice principal, they were very big on discipline. And that is one of the traditions that we have carried onward into the 21st century at Success Laventille Secondary. So rules are important. And with rules, go with building your character. You cannot be academically sound or advancing in your academics if you are not disciplined and you do not have character. You could have all the degrees in the world and you're a crook or con man, that will not hold you in good stead. So what does character mean? Character means doing the right thing when no one is looking. So you're on the beach, you have something to eat. Instead of throwing it in the water or throwing it behind a big stone, you go and you put it in the bin or you carry it home until you can dispose of it. That is what we mean by character. You're walking down the road and you see a wallet on the pavement. You don't look around to see if no one is watching and pick it up and put it in your pocket and you take it home. That is how some people buy trouble without knowing it. It wasn't put there for you. Some people would say, oh, the universe put it there for me. Oh, God put it there for me. You don't know how you are depriving the person who lost that wallet of something that is necessary for them to feed their families. You don't know how to pay a bill, right? Some people use the excuse, well, if I carry it to the police station, them is big thief too, you know, they go just take it and do what they want with it. It's best I spend it. No. Character means doing the right thing that you know in your heart, that you have been taught by your parents, you've been taught by society that these things are wrong. So it matters not if you have a crowd of persons clapping you and saying, good job, here's an award. No, character means that you do the right thing regardless. There's been a lot of bullying, a lot of reports of bullying online, and parents, we want you to be vigilant. Yes, your child may be using a device, but you still have to be very wary of what is going on with them. If you see any mood swings, if you see their behavior becoming erratic, you need to check up on them with what is going on as they interact online with their peers. And students, you too need to guard against bullying. Don't let anyone be taking advantage of you by saying negative things to you or about you on social media. Unfortunately, during this time, we're also having a lot of reports of sexual abuse. Many students, unfortunately, are engaging in sexual activity. There is the Sexual Offences Act. If it is your certain age and you're engaging in sex, a report must be made to the police station. Otherwise, the persons who are in know of this can either be jailed or fined. So students, you know what is the right thing. Your body is your temple. You are a treasure. You're not supposed to let anybody go digging up around your treasure or invading your temple. So you know what boundaries to draw. There's good touch and there's bad touch. And parents, now that we don't have access to many people to help us watch our children, daycare centers are closed, maybe family is working, so we don't necessarily have the same structures as we had for people to look after our children. We have to be very careful of who we are allowing in our circle, because many of the reports of sexual abuse come from persons who are known to the victim, who are known to the family member. So you have to be on your guard. You cannot take anything lightly, especially with the increase not just of sex trafficking, but human trafficking as well. October is known as the Child Abuse Prevention Month. So we're trying to protect our students from these kinds of depravities, because there are persons who want to prey on your children. And hopefully you will be vigilant and protect them. And children, if it is you students, if you feel uncomfortable, we have our guidance officer, your form teacher that you can share this information with. So students, as we come to the end of my address, remember that you are more than what others think of you. Do not let others' thoughts define who you are or what you can do. Your job is to compete with yourselves, not with anyone else. You need to be the best you can be every day. And that is how you will work towards improving. That is what I use as my standard. That is what has held me in good stead over the years for me to advance in my profession. I don't compare myself to others because I don't know what others have available to them. I know what I have available to me. I may use others as a standard that I can think of, okay, if that person can get there, I can get there, but my situation may be different. So now I have to plan my course or plot my course to get to where I want to be. So you are more than what others think of you. Always remember that and think of yourself in positive terms. Don't think of yourself with negativity. And that's what I said from the beginning. Get rid of can't. There's no can't. Finally, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. You were born to shine. You were born to be a star. So take that message with you into your life. Let no one hold you back, even you. Sometimes you may have self-doubt. Do I think I can do it? Is this possible? Yes, it is possible. So thank you very much, parents. Thank you very much, students. And I now hand over to the chair, Ms. Ogis.
Hello, everyone, again. My name is Mrs. Nicole Ogis, and at this time, I would like to say a few words to you. I have been a teacher at Success Laventille Secondary for the past 28 years, and I've been an educator for the past 30 years. I am presently one of the acting vice principals at the school. The other vice principal is Ms. Griffith, and I will be talking on both our behalves today. So welcome to the Success family. We at Success pride ourselves on being a disciplined organization that encourages teamwork. As you begin your education online, we ask that you be on time and respectful at all times. Be cooperative with your classmates and your teachers. Make good use of your free time. Read through your textbooks. Use the internet for some research, not just to use Facebook or Instagram to create TikToks. I want you to remember, you can do anything, you can be anyone that you aspire to be once you have the right attitude and remain focused. And we, the teachers and your parents, are here to support you in achieving all your dreams. Don't forget, you can reach out to us by messaging us at our Facebook page, Success Laventille Secondary, the Light on the Hill, with any concerns that you may have. Stay safe and blessed, and we hope to see you soon. At this time, we will now have the Dean's message. Our Dean for the Form 1 level is Ms. Mahalia Edwards-Horsham.
Thank you. All protocols observed. Good morning, parents, guardians, and students. You all have already overcome one hurdle, your SEA, which was scheduled for April, and because of the COVID pandemic, it was pushed to August 2020. I commend and congratulate you all. Today, you become part of the Success Laventille School, better known as the Light on the Hill. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you, and I'm sure you have been eagerly awaiting this day, students and parents alike. My name is Mahalia Edwards-Horsham, and I'm your acting dean for the academic year 2020 to 2021. You are now members of the SLSS family, and your children now become my children. Today marks the beginning of a new academic year, and let us start it with hopes and dreams, no matter the challenges we may face. We will do our best to achieve those dreams. I know that all would have been keen to be back in a classroom setting, but we are now faced with the challenge to do school online. Your teachers, dean, and principal are here to help you navigate this new experience. Some of you may have feelings of apprehensions and may need additional support, and the staff at SLSS would be available to assist. Parents, We need to work together to ensure their success. We must be on the same team and with the same goals. This is our new reality, and we need to be in this all together. When we return to our physical classrooms, you will remember this exciting journey. The skills that you would have acquired along the way would be valuable tools as you embark on your future pursuit. Enjoy your 5 years at the institution. Make new friends, learn new skills, join an extracurricular activity, and make the best out of your secondary school life. I would like to leave you all with a quote from Mr. George Sheehan. He said, "Success means having the courage, the determination, and the will to become a person you were meant to be." Students, remember, I am success, you are success, we are success. Thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to introduce our safety officer, Mr. Ransom, who will speak to you on cybersecurity and bullying. Mr. Ransom, the floor is yours. My apologies, it seems that the safety officer is not with us. So we will move right along to Ms. Tonya Jackman, the resident guidance officer for the school. Ms. Jackman.
Hi, good morning, and welcome to Success Laventille Secondary School Form 1D Orientation Program. I am your guidance counselor, Ms. Tonya Jackman. I am here to share with you information about the role of a guidance counselor at your school and also introducing you to online learning. So again, welcome to Success Laventille Secondary School. As your guidance counselor, some of my functions are to provide help in 3 main areas. These are academic guidance counseling, where you will get assistance in your academic approach. Career guidance, where we look at possible career alternatives and what you need to do to reach there. Also, you'll get support in personal and social issues. Guidance counselors provide support services to students. They also conduct classroom guidance sessions and individual and group counseling. As a guidance counselor, I'm involved in student development programs and I work with at-risk groups. I also work with teachers, parents, and relevant stakeholders to help you, the students, become the best version of yourself. But of course, this is a group approach. No one man stands alone. So as such, we're going to need all of us to come together to achieve success. As such, there are expectations of you, the parent or guardian. And some of these expectations are that you ensure students dress and behave appropriately when coming to their online classes, that they are provided with an environment that is conducive to learning. This is an environment that aids in the learning process. It is necessary to avoid noise and distractions. Also to avoid persons walking around in the background or even talking in the background of class sessions. This isn't only distracting to the individual student, but it could be distracting to an entire class. Ensure students attend online classes on time and submit assignments on time. While this is a virtual class setting or a remote class setting, same protocols are observed if it was physical, and we must take it just as seriously. Parents, please provide teachers and administration with up-to-date contact information. and also be available when teachers or administration try to contact you. Play an active role in your child's learning process. This is instrumental, especially considering that we're all distant. We need you, the parent, to be the median between the school and the student. Also, the school provides through the Ministry of Education support through student support services, and this is in the form of myself, the guidance counselor, and your social worker. And again, this is a group approach. So students, you too have a responsibility. Ensure that you dress and behave appropriately for your online classroom sessions, that you attend your online classroom sessions in a space that is limiting distractions. We want you to get the most out of your learning experience. Attend your classes on time and submit your assignments on time. We want you again to get the most out of this experience. Be respectful to your students and your teachers, and maintain school pride. You are now a member of Success Laventille Secondary School, and that is something you should be proud of. You achieved completing an SAA examination in the middle of a pandemic, and you came out successful. Let's continue that trend. Actively participate in your classes. Own your classes. Form 1D is you. Own the class that you're in. Ask questions, participate, and not just sit behind a computer quietly or passively. Also, utilize the services available to you, your guidance counselor, myself, and your social worker. And I will share with you some do's and don'ts of online learning. So what we would like for you to do is mute your mic on entry when coming into a classroom session. There will be a raise hand feature on the Teams. Use that should you need to speak. Set up devices in advance. Ensure that you attend your sessions at least 15 minutes in advance, so you're able to check to see if devices are working, if they're fully charged, if you need to get your headsets, those sorts of things, so that by the time your class is ready to start, you're prepped and ready to go and not hustling or fumbling. Sign in with your full name, and this is the name that you would have used on your attendance register. When registering for this school, you would have used your particular name. Sign in with your full name, both first and last name, so teachers are able to positively identify who you are, and also restrict access to persons who should not be in the class trying to cause distraction. Use proper spelling and grammar when communicating in chats. This is a classroom setting, and also you want to practice using proper standard English. Use a headphone where possible, because this assists with drowning out background noise and also keeps you focused. And importantly, do take responsibility and be accountable. As I said earlier, you are responsible for your education. Your teacher, well, we as the teachers are providing that. I am here to provide support for you. Your parents are there to supervise and also provide support. And you have a responsibility as well to yourself. You owe that to yourself, and you deserve that. What we don't want is that you be rude or insulting to anyone. Don't use text languaging. It's comfortable for us to text the way we would on WhatsApp and social media. We have special lingo that we use and abbreviations for words. That could be confusing, especially to an older person who doesn't know that language. But apart from that, we want you to practice, start using standard English and writing properly. So in a virtual setting, this is the way you operate. When in the chat, you use your standard English, and you chat using full words. When you're signing in, while you may on social media have special names that you refer to yourself, for the formal classroom setting, we want you to sign to avoid using the nickname. So as I said earlier, sign in with the name as per your attendance register. Do not leave your mic on. When you come into the classroom, You come in with your mic muted, and your mic remains muted unless you are called on to speak. And after you have spoken, do mute your mic and let it remain muted. Do not speak while someone else is speaking, and that's the same thing that would apply in a normal physical classroom setting. So when someone is speaking, you don't speak. You speak only when you're called upon to do so, and again, you mute your mic when you're done. Again, the same rules as a physical classroom applies. You don't eat, you don't drink during the classroom sessions. A period is 45 minutes, and you have 15 minutes break in between. So all your eating and everything should be done within that 15-minute break before every class. Do not engage in personal activities during class. And by personal activities, I mean talking on the phone, or chatting on the phone, or talking with persons that may be in the room at the time. You won't do this in a physical classroom. Don't do it on your online class. You're defeating the purpose, and you're taking away from you gathering as much information from a session as you possibly could. So again, I want to tell you, welcome to Success. And with that being said, we are excited to have you. I look forward to our sessions together. I look forward to our classes together. I look forward to meeting you guys, and I hope you're excited as I am. Do have a great day, and I pass you on to the chair, Ms. Ogis.
At this time, I would introduce you to the form teacher for Form 1D, Ms. Davida Wickham. Thank you. Ms. Wickham?
Our apologies. We just like to give you the contact information for our PTA president, Ms. Calendar. Her number is 732-0786.
Again, my name is Edgar Ransom. I am one of the safety officers attached to the Success Laventille Secondary School. I am here this morning. It's a little task just to give you guys, you students, a little insight on the dangers of social media, cyberbullying. And before I go into that, I will just tell you, like I said, my name is Edgar Ransom. I've been a police officer for 28 years. I retired 2014, and I came to the Ministry of Education Safety Department. There are two safety officers at the school, myself and another officer, female officer, Miss Ingrid Johnson Lewis. And I came here really because of the one-on-one contact with students. I always wanted to give a little more and put a little more into the lives of our youth. Yes, I could have done it at the police service, but at the school level, at the secondary level, there was a more one-on-one contact. That's why I came here. As I said, my task this morning is just to give you a little insight on cyberbullying, whatever you may place on. And I know students, you all love the social media. Some of you all are masters of that. In fact, my grandson gives me a little hint on what to do and what to do. I'm not that savvy in all of that. But there are a lot of dangers associated with the social media, and it has to do with what you all place on it. I can tell you for a fact that I know of situations, and these are things that I would have seen within the police service. I'm not going to go into it much because there are certain things I don't want to divulge. However, there is a connection with human trafficking and what is placed on social media, your use of the social media, what you may place on it. I know of several incidents, several occasions where females were targeted because of what they place. And I will give you an example of one. I can do that because that matter is finished with. young lady posted, she had just stepped out of the shower and she went in front of the mirror, opened her towel and took a picture and sent it to her friends, her group, her chat group. And one of them sent it viral. It was all over the media. It reached, I mean, once it's on the media, you could be Israel, you could be where? Jamaica, America, where you will see it. And that was out there. And in fact, she was targeted. She became a victim of human trafficking. Yes, she was recovered. I wouldn't say where and the condition, but the point I'm trying to get across to you, be very, very mindful of what you may place on social media. Students, please, it is critical. Young men, you all have you all get this thrill when you associate, when you come together, and the way you carry yourself, you like to tape it, have it recorded and placed on social media. There are vultures out there. There are certain drug lords who look for certain young men, certain attitude you may possess, certain leadership qualities. They look for that so they can use you to have you continue their trade within the school's compound. And that's a different story to go down, the consequences therein with that. Young ladies, you will cause a target. You will make yourself a target. Not only you, it will also affect your family. Be very, very mindful, please, I beseech you, of what you may place on social media. There are a lot of offenses as it relates to cyberbullying that occur when you place certain thing on social media. I have seen where students would use certain terms. They will curse, they will make threats, they make certain statements to other students or to other friends about other persons, and it comes to an offense. Long ago, threat was not an offense. When you make a threat to somebody, they just treat it as normal. It wasn't really offense, they just warned the person. However, today, if I make a threat towards you, your life, your family, whatever, it constitutes an offense. And I can tell you the cyber unit of Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, they are very, very much equipped. They can track you, they can tell you who it came from, when you made the post, who it went to, and they will take action. And not only you, but your parent, depending on your age, your parent will also have to answer, because they have a measure of responsibility as it relates to you. So my plea to you all today, be very, very mindful of what you placed on social media. We are here, the principal, teaching staff, even safety officers and security at the SLSS Laventille, we are here to ensure that your presence here is a great one, that you continue to grow while you are with us. However, we also expect a certain level of responsibility from you, not only on the physical compound, like when school is open, however, but what you may do outside of school. Because once you are a student here, whatever you do outside, it reflects on us. It reflects on SLSS Laventille, especially when you're in uniform. So please be very mindful of what you placed on social media. You do not have to place anything that will cause harm in the long run to you, your family, or even make yourself a target. Please, students, at some point later on, I will come again. What I just said those things, but I want to really get into showing you all the offenses committed when you do certain things like that. It's very, very, very serious. So at some point, I will return with the blessings of the principal. I will return and I will give you all a more in-depth update as it relates to offenses committed on social media. I'm speaking about cyberbullying per se. So with that, I just want to wish you all a great day. All the best to you, parents and students. God bless. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ransom. We now move on to Ms. Wickham, the form teacher for Form 1D. Ms. Wickham, you're on.
Good morning to these parents and the students of 1D. I am Mrs. Wickham and I will be your form teacher for the next academic year. I have been a teacher for just over 10 years, 2 of which I have spent at Success Laventille Secondary. While I understand, as you know, the guidance officer and the dean and the principal and the vice principal have spoken before, that this academic year is very different, and it's not going to be without its challenges, I am confident that together we can work together to meet these challenges head on. And I would like for you all to think not about just challenges, but think about it as an adventure that we are going on. We are going to learn. We are going to learn a lot of new things, and it's going to be very exciting. I am here to support and encourage you in this journey, and I am looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you. And I would just like to encourage you all to remember that perseverance is the key to success. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wickham. Thank you, Ms. Wickham. And now we move on to Mr. Bob. He is the HOD attached to the Form 1 level. Mr. Bob?
Hi, pleasant morning, everyone. Welcome to Success Laventille Secondary. I am Mr. Bob. As Ms. stated, I am the HOD attached to the Form 1 level. I'm also the Tech Head HOD, in which the Form 1 students will be taking. I am also the Agri-Science teacher at Success Laventille Secondary. Welcome, welcome. We are glad to have you in this unprecedented time that we are in. I know on your end there's a lot of challenges that you are facing to meet the needs of this new online teaching. We are here to reassure you that you are in very good hands. You would have heard from our principal, Ms. Lazama, where she will encourage you to be a superhero and to be a superhero and a shining light for your community. That is very important, and is very important for your development, and we at Success will be nurturing that. VPMBs will be giving good advice of using proper use of devices and your time properly, and time is of the essence now. We have already started the term a bit late due to circumstances beyond our control. Now you need to bottle down and get serious, and let's get this thing of education done. You have also heard from Ms. Jackman, our counselor, and she's there for support. She's there to assist in any means that she is capable of doing. And in these challenging times, you would need that support. A lot of us will need that, and she's there for that. She would also be advising your parents who are there with you to play a very active role in your students' learning. And now is the time that we need that rule to be adhered to. Your form teacher, Ms. Wickham, who have worked with for many years, and essentially anxiously there waiting to work with you. You are in very good hands with her, and together I know she will be working with you to face these challenges forward. Mr. Ransom would have spoken intimately about cyberbullying, and it's a very serious time in this new territory that we are in, and be mindful of what you post, and be mindful of how you treat with people, especially online. My colleague, Ms. Horsham, who I'm working with, is there to support you. You understand? She's a very firm hand, but within her firm hand, she will mold you into the type of student, the type of person, the type of young person you need to be in order to face these challenges out there. I'd like to also leave you with some words from Miss Harriet Tubman. She would have been a revolutionist in the time of slavery, and she had a saying, every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and to change the world. Yeah, and with that being said, I want you to take this opportunity that you have with this great school of Success Laventille Secondary. Take all the lessons that we are putting forward to you and change your world. We are glad to have you. This is the end of our presentation, and we are hoping that you have taken in all that we have said. We are hoping that you're absorbing. We are hoping that your parents will continue to, parents that you'll remain there and continue to support your children in these unprecedented times, and know that you are in good hands. Right? I bid you a farewell. Everybody here will, I hope that you have a good and lovely day going forward. Thank you and thank you.
I am so sorry. I am busy conducting myself and I have not taken off my mic. Okay, all the animation. Let me start afresh. Parents, thank you so much. We have come to the end of the Form 1C orientation program, and as you can see at Success Laventille Secondary School, we rely on teamwork. We have a very strong team, and because of the efforts of this team working tirelessly behind the scenes, we were able to do our first YouTube live stream. So parents, I know you would have taken time off from your busy schedule. Some of you all may have gotten time off from work. You may have had other things planned, but you are here with us. You stayed the course to support your child, and we appreciate you and we appreciate your efforts. We are looking forward to communicating with you through these online platforms as we try to support you and your child as best as we can to make sure that you do catch up. As Mr. Bob would have indicated, you are starting midway through the term. We just have three more teaching cycles remaining, which is roughly 6 weeks. We are not having any end of term exams. So we want to hit the ball rolling. So we'll be sharing more information in the next week. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Stay safe. Wear your mask. And again, I want to thank